Oh, hi there. Welcome to the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Hi, I'm Paul Branton. I work with Home Rental Services, and I work closely with realtors and their clients when searching for the ideal investment properties in Kansas City. And today I'm here with Jake Stallman, one of those real estate agents, and just want to thank you for coming today, Jake.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me. So I've been working in the Kansas City market for about 3 years now, and I work with the Huff Group at Keller Williams in Overland Park. Before that, I did work in Chicago, and then I came here and joined the Huff Group. So after the first one that we did in West Olathe, that was the first time that I'd worked with you in Home Rental Services before, and it was really a breeze. It was much easier than I would have ever expected to go through the rental process and helping those clients to acquire that property and see it all the way through to putting a tenant in there. We are approached pretty frequently about working with investors, and when it comes to the numbers side, that's obviously where we are strongest, because that's our background, is purchasing right, making sure that we're making a good decision numbers wise, and looking at the neighborhood value. But how much a home rents for is way out of the realm of what I would understand, and so having you there to help us guide that decision helped us decide what properties we were going to see, and then talking about the things that buyers are looking for versus tenants are looking for, and what things need to be prepared and how much it costs to do those things was a really key portion of your assistance as well. Purchasing a home, whether it's for an investment purpose or just for a primary residence, one of the things that we're always looking at is the long-term feasibility and the exit strategy, just because you never know what's going to end up happening in the future. Right. It's especially important when you're purchasing as an investment, because the return is a key portion of that, and having your assistance all the way through was key to making those decisions with every house that came on. We were looking to make sure that we were buying it right, but having you as a resource to understand what it was going to be able to rent was infinitely valuable during our search. We definitely have an eye for renovations and preparing a home when it comes to resale, but those things don't necessarily correlate directly for renters and buyers. So it was great to have your eye on the home to look at what sort of things we needed to budget for up front to make sure that you were getting a premium rent dollar on the back end, and making sure when we bought it up front we were taking those renovations into account too. It saved a lot of time. There are a lot of investors who approach our group that are looking for us to have all of those answers, and what they don't realize is, although we do wear a lot of hats, rental services is one of those that is a very deep field that you can have a lot of knowledge in, and it takes a lot of time to understand that. Right. So having you there to defer to on those questions about what sort of updates renters are going to be expecting and what sort of monthly rent amount you can expect for this property saves a lot of time for me having to do that research. Right. And also, you're the professional in it, so we can trust that what you have to say about it comes from a lot of knowledge. So once I have a client who's interested in becoming an investor, where it's a first-time situation that they're buying an investment home and they're just kind of dabbling their feet, or an experienced investor who's been doing this for a number of years, we usually try to connect them with you guys at Home Rental Services first, because I want to introduce you as a partner in this. You do have such a key role in the financial figures and beyond. Right. So we kind of like to make the connection first so that they understand that we work as a team.
Once we find that property that we're interested in, nailing down the rental range, which I usually give about $100 plus or minus. So like on a property such as this one, my range was $1950 to $2050. And then I also review it on paper for the potential renovation needs or even future capital expense budget items. If we can educate those that are getting into this world of real estate investing, we're happy to do that. You know, we've got 28 years of experience to draw from. We've made some of those mistakes, learned from them, and created processes, lease documents, so on and so forth, to help protect our investors and tenants
Yeah.
from those same.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I love about Kansas City is, you know, we're a big city, but we're a small town.
Yeah.
You know, even though you may not choose to do business with us for whatever reason, you know, we're still in this small town together, and we want to help each other out.
Yeah, we very much like to be a resource just for our community, whether
Yeah.
they're looking for an opinion of price and value,
Yeah.
and they work with us or not. We're just there as a resource.
Yeah.